What is SMA and do you have it? SMA stands for sensory motor amnesia. And this was a phrase that Tom Hanna coined to, to describe essentially chronic tension. So sensory is to feel, motor is to move, and amnesia is to forget. If we break this down, sensory motor amnesia, feeling, moving, forgetting, essentially meaning that we've forgotten how to feel and move. A more kind of simple layman's term for this is chronic tension. So when we've stopped feeling and moving our muscles, we literally forget how to feel and move them. And what's really interesting about SMA in terms of the symptoms that you're experiencing, so think chronic back pain, hip pain, neck and shoulder tension, these areas of discomfort, of restricted movement, of ongoing niggles and tension, loss of suppleness. SMA is the root cause of those symptoms. And one of the challenges that we face in creating long-term change is that we often address and we try and treat and fix the symptoms. I was there for years, recurring chronic back pain that I was going to regular massages for and taking pain relief for. But it was always a temporary fix because I was trying to fix the symptom of my SMA, the symptom of my chronic tension. And this is where the game changer comes in with this practice, with this method that I teach, is that I teach you to use all the skills that you already have to release the root cause of, for example, that back pain. So you go to the root cause, the SMA, the sensory motor amnesia, the chronic tension. And when you release those areas that we've forgotten how to feel, how to control, how to coordinate, how to move, because they've been held tight, they've been stuck subconsciously, it's become a habit. When we learn how to release them for ourselves, we restore autonomy, we restore control and the ability to feel and move. And then what you find, as I found, and as hundreds of clients have over the years, wonderful people that I've worked with and guided through this process, is that you learn how to release the SMA, the root cause, and your symptoms fade away. And that is the power in addressing the root cause. It becomes long-term change. You create long-term freedom from that chronic discomfort, from what might feel like that ever-increasing loss of suppleness, restrictions of movement, of life getting smaller. You go to the root cause, those subconscious patterns that have been causing those surface level, very conscious symptoms. So this is sensory motor amnesia, SMA, also known, I often refer to it as chronic tension. It's subconscious tension that is there all the time. And here's what's really curious about our subconscious patterns, our habits. They are completely normal to us. And there is nothing that stands out about normal. If something is normal for us, it's almost like it's second nature. Nothing stands out about it. But what does stand out is the symptoms that it causes. The symptoms can be paralyzing. They can be incredibly loud, incredibly noisy, distracting, restricting, unpleasant. Meanwhile, the actual root cause, It's so normal, it's become second nature, therefore it's a subconscious process. We don't even hear it. And this is what I teach you to explore, to find within you, and to release for the long term. Because it's your whole system, your brain, your nervous system, that's creating those subconscious patterns. Therefore, you are the one that has the key to unlocking those patterns and creating the reverse, right? Creating the long-term freedom. And that is incredibly empowering. Restoring your autonomy, restoring your comfort, restoring your ease and joy of movement. And in answer to the other question that I often get asked is, after what is SMA, do I have it? Well, this is the thing about SMA and chronic tension. I believe this is one of the greatest levelers of all. We all experience SMA, chronic tension. Everyone. There is no one who's immune to this. It doesn't matter where you were born, how old you are, how much money you have, what job you do, what status you have, how many friends you have, how popular you are, what material goods you have or do not have. All of that is irrelevant. We all have the same structure. We all have the same design, right? We might have slightly different structures, but we have the same design. We have a nervous system. We have this body structure, this physical structure that we experience all of life through. There is no one on this planet who is immune from holding chronic tension. We all experience this. I believe it's the greatest leveler of all. And for as long as we have a cortex, for as long as we can be conscious, we have the ability, we have everything within to release the chronic tension that is causing pain, discomfort, restricted movement, unnecessary, premature degradation of movement, of energy, of joy. And the unnecessary veiling, you could think of chronic tension of SMA as being like these accumulative layers that just keep building through our lives. If we never release the stress, it just keeps layering up and hiding actually the essence and the core of who we are. And we all respond to life every single day. We all experience chronic tension. And we all have the ability and the skills to be able to peel away this tension and stress we might have been carrying. If we haven't met, my name is Karen. I'm founder of Somatic Habit. I teach this method of somatic movement to help you to restore your first nature way of moving, living, and feeling.